everyone. Welcome back to the Match B2B Insights. I'm Brenda, and as always, I've got Benny Fluman with me. Both of us caffeinated and ready to dive into the mess that is B2B marketing in 2025.
I mean, a mess is honestly a kind way to put it. If you've been anywhere near the market the last few months, you know exactly what we're talking about. 3 bombshell reports dropped: Meta, Google, LinkedIn, all showing the bottom pretty much fell out of digital ad ROI. It's like somebody yanked the tablecloth and left nothing standing except the mess.
Everyone's been talking, right? Overnight, small B2B companies especially got hit with rising ad costs and suddenly found out all their funnel math just didn't add up. What today's episode is going to get into is not just what happened, but what comes next. How do you even pivot when performance marketing's not performing at all?
Exactly, and we're not keeping this high level or theoretical. We're talking what this means for small companies, what you gotta do immediately, and why, believe it or not, it's actually a moment of opportunity if you know where to look.
Let's start with Meta. Benny, the Q3 and Q4 data, they were ugly. CPMs went up almost everywhere, right?
Yeah, I saw some data showing CPMs spiked double digits globally. But it's not just the big brands taking a hit. The pain trickles down. Small advertisers, especially in B2B, are hurt even worse because the cost per acquisition just gets out of control overnight. And users, they're tuning out ads in droves. Ad blindness, skip, scroll, all the tricks we used to count on just, don't work anymore.
And because B2B funnels are so, long and relationship-driven, it's not like you can just pump in more money and hope for better results anymore. If anything, more paid just seems to amplify the problem. You're pouring water into a leaky bucket.
Let's not forget Google. Cost per acquisition up 18 to 25%, according to pretty much every recent source I trust. I've seen campaign after campaign in Israel just fall flat because, first, targeting went out the window with the cookieless world, and then tracking got even messier. For complex sales cycles, that's catastrophic. The old ways of tracking attribution, gone. Wait, Brenda, do you remember that Israeli SaaS company we both looked at? Couldn't get conversions even with crazy ad budget?
Oh, totally. They put everything into search, and the number of good leads just dried up. Buying journeys in B2B are long and complicated. No one's clicking straight from an ad to a high-ticket deal. I actually think this is a wake-up call for a lot of folks who thought more budget could mask a lack of strategy. But if there's one shift I think shocked people the most, Benny, it's LinkedIn. Suddenly, commercial posts got half the visibility. Like, you could almost see it happen overnight.
Right. LinkedIn dropped the hammer. Specifically downranking shallow, commercially, or obviously AI-generated content. That depth era everyone's whispering about, this is it. Features like collaborative articles, actual conversations between experts, and document carousels showed up. Mass connect and automation, basically dead tactics. I'll admit, I used Dripify for years and now it's like sending into a void.
We had a small DevTools client lose 60% of their reach on LinkedIn overnight. We pivoted, launched a weekly industry newsletter, doubled down on peer engagement. 2 months later, their qualified leads doubled. If you lean into real content, not just hacks, you can actually build something more sustainable.
Gartner's recent report, it said 71% of buyers prefer educational content now. That's wild. No one trusts digital ads. Everyone's in trust crisis mode. So the companies winning aren't selling, they're teaching, guiding, building knowledge hubs, running webinars. It's all about communities and narratives now, not click here campaigns.
And authority is the new ad spend. Like, I remember you pushing feature-heavy ads for that SaaS in the States, Benny. fell absolutely flat. But once you guys started putting out risk reduction guides and CEO narratives, real revenue followed.
Yeah, and I almost hated admitting that shift works better. But it does. Buyers need you to explain risk and outcomes now. Nothing else is sticky.
So, with all that collapse, how do you actually build a strategy that doesn't implode the first time an algorithm changes? Step 1. Community engagement. Create invite-only groups, industry forums. Your team jumps in, shares know-how, answers questions authentically. That trust goes a long way.
Right, and make sure you're putting out real value. Case studies, guides, interviews, not fluff. Showcase how you solve problems. Also, skip the mass email blasts. Get personal. Start actual conversations. I mean, how many times have we both answered a thoughtful LinkedIn DM when someone referenced a podcast episode?
Every single time. Personalized outreach and meaningful conversation is where trust and authority are hiding now. On that same note, authentic storytelling is, well, it's the only way forward. Showing your customer wins, behind the scenes, anything that makes your brand human. It's how you connect emotionally with buyers who are getting cynical fast.
And don't sleep on arming your sales and marketing teams with actual consultative, value-driven techniques. No more pushy scripts. Go for genuine discussions. Plus, with all these shifts, you gotta use analytics right. Track what your best audience responds to. Serve content that fits those needs, not what you think should work. Okay, so here's a question every CEO wants answered. How do you actually measure if what you're doing is working? Forget vanity metrics. You need to see depth. Time spent on content, shares, meaningful comments, not just likes or clicks.
And watch how your authority grows too. More newsletter subs, webinar signups, industry recognition, those things are real. Closed feedback loops are huge as well. Run surveys, ask for input, keep a thumb on your audience's trust levels so you're always tweaking the right stuff. So, consistent storytelling. Honestly, it's what keeps your message alive in the buyer's mind. Develop a calendar that focuses on next-level customer success narratives. It's like drip-feeding value instead of just checking in.
And invest in consultative selling. Train your teams to listen before pitching. Tailor solutions. Talk less, listen more. Oh, and don't just guess. Use recurring surveys or even 15-minute coffee chats to spot trust gaps. Small things add up to big loyalty.
One lever we've seen almost everyone ignoring: partnering with industry influencers or even friendly competitors. Co-create content. Host joint webinars. It multiplies reach far beyond what one company could manage alone.
Yeah, and get your own experts and guest experts out front. Webinars, Q&As, live industry panels. These deepen relationships and keep your brand visible as a knowledge leader. Make feedback a ritual, so the content grows with your audience's needs, not above or outside them. You can't just pick one channel anymore. LinkedIn, forums, niche industry sites, maybe a Slack or WhatsApp group. Go multi-channel, but play to each platform's strength. Break up content formats too. Live sessions, Q&As, breakout groups. It's about participation, not broadcast.
And storytelling isn't just copy anymore. More visuals, better graphics, real people. We've trained teams on visual storytelling just so our educational content gets a fighting chance. You have to hit the head and the heart now. So let's talk about team transformation. Continuous training, storytelling, consultative skills, emotional intelligence, it's absolutely necessary. And get sales and marketing out of their silos. That cross-collab is what turns a good webinar into 50 SQLs, not 5.
I'm a broken record on this, but run workshops to analyze what's working and what's not. Get the team to share best practices, dissect engagement data together. It keeps your playbook fresh, not stale. You want to stand out? Test immersive stuff. Interactive videos, VR demos, live hands-on workshops. It's a little scary for small teams, I know, but you get more stickiness and authority at the same time.
And micro-influencers. Industry peers with niche credibility can get your stuff seen by the exact right people. Don't forget real-time polls and post-event surveys. They make your feedback loop faster, so every next piece of content is smarter than the last one. If you want growth that survives the next chaotic year, invest in marketing technology that actually fits your company, not just cool tools. You need platforms that adapt quickly to new channels and tactics as they emerge.
And make learning a part of the company culture. Reward experimentation, not just results. Partner up with peers, build shared forums. These groups always see emerging trends first. It's a hedge against the unknown, honestly.
To take that further, versatile MarTech stacks let you pivot as new channels show up, and train your team to spot and move on trends fast. Peer networks are also key. Get those early warning signals, share tactics with other thought leaders before the headlines catch up.
It's all about staying one step ahead. Continuous upskilling plus a killer peer network, that's how you future-proof, not just survive.
We have to talk about AI-driven platforms. Analytics is everything now, and AI helps make sense of it in real time. Teams trained on immersive formats or micro-influencer playbooks have a distinct edge.
And those industry alliances, don't underestimate them. Niche partnerships let you test new content, swap audience insights, and build authority in little micro-communities that are actually ready to buy.
What about using AI for scaling trust? Automated content can personalize nurture programs without feeling like spam, if you get the tone right. Plus, VR and AR are finally going from demo gimmicks to full-on interactive sales tools.
I've seen startups get early access to new platforms through strategic tech alliances too. It helped them leapfrog competitors who just waited for things to become mainstream.
A little tactical tip: mentorship or ambassador programs. Loyal customers telling their own stories is the most credible content there is. Roundtables bring peers and clients together, and suddenly your best leads are having the sales conversation for you.
Yeah, and direct feedback, like structured surveys and social listening, lets you prove people trust you and continuously adapt how you engage. Never set and forget, right?
Let's get technical. Advanced analytics let you segment way better, so you serve up relevant, helpful, educational content, not generic noise. AI-powered chat and recommendation tools, they make every site visit more personal and useful, which feeds into authority and trust.
I'm seeing more virtual event platforms used for workshops and networking too. It's immersive, and it signals to potential buyers, hey, we're invested in your knowledge journey here. So if you'd asked me 3 years ago, I'd never have believed live polls, quizzes, and real-time Q&As would become B2B standards. But here we are. They drive crazy good participation and rapid-fire feedback.
Short video explainers, animations, even some playful infographics. Those keep learning sticky. And the move to platforms like Clubhouse or Twitter Spaces for live industry chats? That spontaneity builds trust in a whole new way. Trust isn't just for content or campaigns. We've baked it into every client onboarding and ongoing service process. From regular educational updates to success stories, we keep the conversation transparent and consistent.
And set up a feedback system that's not just annual, make it real time. That way, you're always finding chances to deepen the relationship, not just measuring it after the fact.
AI-powered personalization tools sound like jargon, but really, they're about delivering content that actually matters to each individual. If you can show you get their pain, you win trust, a lot faster than with a glossy campaign.
And those VR and interactive demos, buyers remember them. Collect real-time analytics and feedback so you're iterating with your community, not at them. That's what strengthens credibility now.
Invest in research, always. The markets shift on a dime these days. Have an innovation team test new engagement formats, augmented reality, interactive webinars, whatever keeps you ahead. Build alliances so you're co-creating, not just reacting.
Right, and when your authority is rooted in evolving knowledge, your positioning stays relevant. Augmented and virtual reality, interactive demos, training sessions, the kind of engagement that actually leaves an impression and builds trust at scale. And mix stuff up. User-generated stories, industry experts, in-house thought leadership. That content flywheel keeps your authority alive even as the world keeps shifting.
Plus, monitor risk actively. Make competitor and tech trends part of your regular review. If you're always scouting, you spot the pivots you need before they become, well, performance marketing collapses. Last but not least, use your CRM and analytics to get hyper-targeted. Build post-engagement nurture sequences, personalized drip campaigns, consults, so you're proving commitment, not just chasing a number. Use feedback data to hone every message, every touchpoint.
Absolutely. If you keep evolving your approach based on real audience needs, you're always on the front foot, even if next year throws us another curveball.
So that's a wrap for today's episode. Benny, as always, a pleasure. I think we crammed about 6 months of reality into 1 hour.
Yeah, let's hope none of our listeners are panicking, but actually using this as a launchpad for something better. Authority is up for grabs, folks. If you step up, 2025 and beyond is yours.
Couldn't agree more. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you on the next Match B2B Insights. Bye, Benny.
Bye, Brenda. Bye, everyone. Stay resilient.